Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Tuesday, August the 22nd. The year's 2023. Let's talk trading. Sometimes you're smart, sometimes you're stupid. Part 2. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. I've got Walmall on the line, and we ran out of time yesterday, Walmall.
We did.
Have you had any more thoughts about being smart versus stupid?
Yeah, I've had it. Actually, it was I think where the conversation was going yesterday, and it just never got there. But the biggest one for me is no distractions. When you're trading, no distractions. And then I think you kind of like cemented that for me a little bit after the video because you were processing the videos, in order to go and put it up on the various social media places, and you were distracted and saying, I wish I could have taken a trade. I wish I could have taken a trade. No, you don't, because you were doing something else.
Right.
You don't get distracted, and it's a big, big, huge part about, what gets a lot of people into trouble, because I can't believe that I'm the only person out there that's a squirrel. And when anybody's a squirrel, it's like every time I see a nut in a different direction, I want to go run after it. I want to get every squirrel, every nut I can, so I can go and save up for the winter time, and whatever that means. And the next thing you know, you're running this way, that way, and every way, and you're completely distracted. You got no sense of direction. You've got no sense of where you're trying to get to, and the next thing you know, you're just in a big old mess. You're either in a mess because you've made poor trading choices, or you're in a mess because you took a trade for this reason, you took a trade for that reason, you took a trade for this reason over here, and so next thing you know, you got 3 trades on for 3 different reasons, maybe even going against each other, maybe going with each other, and there's no rhyme or reason, for what you've done. So my big thing, if you want to keep things smart, it's the old adage of, keep it simple, stupid, the old
Yeah.
KISS method.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
keep it simple. Now, I just said something that, some people say, well, you do that all the time. You've already admitted that. And that is, you're in different directions. Yes, but when I'm in different directions, I'm in different directions using the exact same method. So I am keeping it simple. It's just that I've added the quote unquote little bit of complexity of allowing myself to go long and short at the same time because I got differing signals. And then, so yes, I added, made it a little bit more complex, but not terribly complex, because I'm still following the exact same rules. And I follow those rules, independent of each other on both sets of trades. And for that reason, it keeps me out of trouble because once again, I'm keeping it simple. If like right now, if you look at the 1 minute chart under my rules, I should have gone long, on candle 2 or close of candle 2, open of candle 1. That would have been up 2 pips or so if I had taken that trade. But you can also see that if you go back to the beginning of the hour, I could have gone short at basically 40.6 and would have been up, 4 or 5 pips. And if I had made a decision, hey, I think this thing's going to go down to 30 for some reason, I may go and stay in that trade, even though it's now gone against me 4 or 5 pips. I could be in both those positions at the same exact time. But that's just the reality of the situation. And, but the thing is, it's not breaking my rules. I'm not adding that much complexity because I'm going to use the same set of rules to get out of the trade, and it's the same method where you get, if all of a sudden, okay, I'm going to do line trades, I'm going to do RSI trades, I'm going to go and do stochastic trades, I'm going to do, 4 or 5 things, or worse than that is sitting there, you take a trade and it's like, and you take the trade for whatever reason, and then you start looking for your exit, and you change the reason why you exit the trade, and the next thing you know, you're in bigger trouble because, you trade, you said you're going to exit at this point because that's what this method really calls for. And the next thing you know, you're sitting in the trade longer than you should be, or, just as bad, you got out of the trade too early, and next thing you know, you left, 10, 15 pips on the table. Meanwhile, your method says, no, we hold off. Like, for instance, if we were doing, Walmart trades and you would get constantly getting out at 1 pip, not because it went up, 3 pips.
Hey, somehow my phone just cut out. That's weird. So as Walmart was saying, sometimes you see things on your screen and you don't execute properly, versus sometimes you see things on your screen and you do. So sometimes you're smart, sometimes you're stupid. And the funny thing is that you just never know. What's going to happen, because that's trading. You just don't know what's going to happen. And the sad or bad thing apart it is, hey, here comes Walmart back. Walmart,
yeah,
we got cut off. I was just in the middle of telling traders that
you weren't there anymore.
Yeah, I was in the middle of telling traders that, sometimes we do things and we don't really know what's going to happen, and so we have a lot of.
So where was I when I got disconnected?
I don't know. Like I said, I was telling traders that sometimes, we take these trades and sometimes we're stupid, sometimes we're smart, but a lot of times it's hindsight, because we see something. Wow, he just got cut off again. Not having a good day with the phone in Walmart for some strange reason. And so as we're trading, sometimes what happens is that we have a set of rules, but then we have things that we see, and we think we see something, and so we act upon it, but it's not really part of our rules. And sometimes we're smart, or sometimes we're lucky, sometimes we're not. And the fact that we're working outside of our normal parameters when we do those trades. So for example, Walmart and I were trading before we started the video, and price had gotten down in the 40s, and I did something. He goes, well, that's not your rules. I go, yeah, but when it's in the launch pad, I've got a whole different set of rules, so I've got this override. Now the question is that smart? Is that stupid? It just depends. If it works, then we say it's smart. If it doesn't work, or if you exit, then we say we're being stupid. One of the things I had called out earlier was I was looking at the H4 chart, and there was a missed pivot right here, and price was up here, and I said, you know what, we need to take out that pivot. And sure enough, price came down, but I probably was in and out of about 4 different shorts, starting somewhere around here, right at the previous day's high, coming back into that wick zone. And I just didn't hold out the trade. There would have been about a 20 pip trade had I just held on. Instead, I think I netted about 4 or 5 pips overall. It was pretty sad, pretty bad. But that was just me, I guess, not being smart, being stupid, not trusting a method. And so that's what can happen. And so you just have to get a grip on yourself and say, you know what, no matter what, I'm going to stick to these plans. As Walmart said, no distractions. If you've got multiple tabs, close them. If you've got multiple screens, unless they're all trading charts, close them. Shut them off. Because it's really hard enough trading just when you're focused, but then to be distracted and then trying to make good decisions in the moment can be really, really, really tough. It's just like Walmart said, when I'm shooting videos and processing the videos, it's not really a good idea for me to trade. Sometimes, like I've got a trade on right now, but because I was making the video, when price hit here, I should have taken an exit, but by the time I look over at the phone, you saw what happened. It dropped. So now I'm going to have to just wait, maybe add on to the trade and get out. But you can see here, it came right to that 38% retrace line. So, and I was looking for the right here, the 50% retrace. So right now it's at 27.52. I'm not sure what happened with Walmart. Maybe it's got phone problems down there. So out of curiosity, traders, I didn't see any replies on yesterday's video, but I'm really curious if you have any of these sometimes smart, sometimes stupid moments in trading where you either break your rules or you see something and it's within your rule set, your normal trading, and you took it and you followed it through. And it's one of those, like I said before, like the market structure traders, how they'll look at the market, they'll say, okay, here's an entry spot, here's an exit spot, and that's what they hold on to. Sometimes I think they might have the advantage because they can put their TP, stop loss, walk away, and not, live and die tick by tick. So the question becomes finding, the way so you can be sometimes smart most of the time and sometimes stupid none of the time, because we're trading, we're not baking cakes, so we can't guarantee that the recipe's going to work each and every time here. And that's just something that you have to realize. And so you have a method, over the long haul, it proves out. And we have to realize that we don't have to win every trade, especially if we have our stop losses in place and we're managing the money. We just have to win enough to walk away with a profit. I mean, you can almost think about it like a game, in the sense that there's a beginning and an end, but actually we get to set when we start and when we stop. So as you can see, price just went and touched slightly below the launch pad. Now we're back in the launch pad, so we'll see if we can get up to maybe a 23% retrace here on the M5. So fellow traders, that was kind of a weird happening with Walmart dropping off the line a couple times. So when you're trading, always remember and never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.